What's up, family? Welcome to Ddins Xperience. Here we do food recipes and tips, food, gadget, and kitchen tool reviews, challenges, and more. Before we get started, if you like this video, please hit subscribe and hit that notification bell at your bottom right and hit all. If you have any questions or ideas, please leave them in the comment section below. And without further ado, let's get to the agenda. So as you guys see on the thumbnail, we are talking about the seasonings I use. I have some hints and tips that might be useful for you to expand your knowledge in seasonings and to build your seasonings in your cupboard. Some people may not know what you should or should not have in your cupboard, and maybe this might help you, and it's maybe useful to help save some money in your pocket as well. Okay, so let's get started. So if you are a beginner and you don't know what seasonings to use, salt and pepper, I would say, would be your number one to go to, okay? And I'm not trying to sound cliche, but salt and pepper would be the number one thing, or the number one seasoning, what I would say is to use if you don't know what seasonings to start using, okay? Along with that, I would say number two, I would say that's number one, is if you're a beginner and you don't know what seasonings to use, salt and pepper would be the number one thing to go for. Number two, along with that, salt and pepper enhances the flavor in any food that you're cooking. Okay, and with that, I will also say that learn the food that you're eating as well. You know, eat chicken by itself without any seasoning, such as beef, lamb, whatever food that you're eating, try eating it by itself. That way you already know what to expect. And when you add salt and pepper to it, you know that the enhancement of that flavor, you know what to expect as well before you go on your journey in understanding your season. And number three, let food taste like itself. Okay, for an example, and this is for those people, what I mean is, I know you have your favorite seasoning, but you do not have to use it on everything. Maybe because you have never been taught, or maybe you just like that seasoning. So, you know, yes, so chicken should taste like chicken. Beef should taste like beef. Lamb should taste like lamb. I'm saying that to say, learn your seasonings. Salt and pepper will enhance the flavor of the type of food that you are eating. Let's go along with how knowing your seasonings can help you save money. So for an example, I may go into a lot of people's houses or even family members, and a lot of people I know that use a lot of salt might have salt, onion salt, and garlic salt. Then they'll have garlic powder, onion powder, and all these other, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, you're wasting a lot of your money. And what I mean, just the basics of understanding your seasoning. So for an example, if you want garlic salt, you take garlic and you take salt. Garlic powder and salt, you have garlic salt. Same thing with if you want onion salt. You take onion powder, you take salt. Onion salt. Okay? And just knowing a little bit of things like that can help you save money. So going into mixing your seasonings, I would say this is number five. So I'm sorry, I lost myself in the conversation. So I would say number one, stick to the basics. Understand that salt and pepper is the basic seasoning if you're a beginner and you don't know what seasonings to use. Number two, understand that salt and pepper will enhance the flavor of any food that you are cooking. All right. With that, let food taste itself. Along with knowing your seasonings, understand the natural flavor of the food that you're eating. Chicken should taste like chicken, beef with beef, pork with pork, lamb with lamb. Whatever protein meal that you're eating should taste like itself. Or learning how to mix and match your seasonings. Now with that, number five, mix and match your seasonings, I would say, get some special seasonings. You know, Lawry's, I would say, is a special seasoning. Old Bay would be a special seasoning. I have some examples here of some special seasonings that you could use. And the reason why I say that is if you look on the back of your special seasonings, or even Old Bay, from the top of my head, I believe that Old Bay may have some seasonings like crushed red pepper, paprika, or cayenne pepper, or no, that's chili powder, cayenne pepper, you know. So some of these special seasonings have mixtures of other seasonings, just like I was explaining with salt and onion powder, onion salt, or salt and garlic powder, garlic salt. Okay, so if you go ahead and you get you some special seasonings, you know, it helps you learn. So like the smoked chili salt, some of the ingredients I may have here, so let me say, so we got salt, chili powder right here, cumin seed. We don't have cumin seed, but we have cumin, ground cumin. Let me see, coriander seed. I don't have any coriander seed. And we have cloves, I got that in there, and smoked aroma. I don't have smoked aroma here, but out of the ingredients that we have in our special seasoning here, I have 3 out of the 6 they have. That is how you learn. Start learning how to mix and match your seasonings, and we go from there. All right, so that's the top 5. So before we go on to the next 5, quick facts. What is the first seasonings ever used? Salt. Salt seems to be the earliest seasoning used, though other primates use salt licks, just like other animals, to keep up their salt levels. Salt is a necessary part of our diet. The salt mines of Salzburgs predate the use of writing in Europe and have been in use for at least 7,000 years. Pretty cool. You learn something new every day. Okay. So now back to our seasoning. So now if you ask me, what do I think in culinary, what do I think a good chef or a good cook is? I think a lot of other chefs, I think a lot of other cooks would agree with me that, to me, a good cook and a good chef is somebody who knows their seasonings and their marinades, and who can make good food and make food taste great, even if they don't have everything accessible to them. So what I mean is, and count this as number 6. So what I mean is, anybody can make a perfect meal if you have all the ingredients, all the marinades right there in front of you. Anybody can. But now, however, what other seasonings can you use to compensate other seasonings? For example, if a recipe requires cayenne pepper and I don't have cayenne pepper, could paprika do okay? Or if I don't have any cayenne pepper or paprika and I need something, I could ground up some crushed red peppers. Something that would compensate, not give it the same taste, but would also suffice. You see what I'm saying? So that's one thing I would say is, to me, is learn your seasonings and learn your marinades. That's what makes a good cook and a good chef. Whichever, to me, that's what makes a good cook and a good chef, is that if you don't have it right there, you're in the midst of cooking, everything is hot, steamy, and is ready to go, and you forgot that you don't have paprika, or like I said, what can you do to switch up? And knowing your seasonings is a big part of that. Okay? Number 7, again, to reiterate on that, read the back of the labels of some of your specialized seasonings to learn what's in there. That way you can buy other seasonings, and that's how you can build your seasonings in your cupboard. That's how you can build your cupboard with the seasonings that you use. With that also, what is your niche? What type of cuisine do you like? Is it Asian? Is it Italian? Is it Greek? Is it Roman? Learn that type of food, or whatever it is that you're going to be cooking, or whatever cuisine that you want to specialize in. Learn those seasonings and buy those seasonings. I'm still learning myself. Again, to add on with that, expand your knowledge. I am reading a book, and no, I am not sponsored by the author or the people that write this book. However, what I'm sharing with you is expand your knowledge. Read. Always understand. I'm a student of culinary. So are you. If you're with this channel, you're a student of culinary. We're constantly learning. And however, this is a great book. Thank you, bro, for the book, man. And I have been reading it. So, expand your knowledge with books. And the object is, you don't have to know everything. You just have to know where to find the answer. All right? So, So that's pretty much my intake on that. I would say number 8. With number 8, I will say I will be coming out with another video of my top 3 power roots. With my power roots, I will be coming out with also my marinades that I use. And I'm pretty sure, I hope you guys are looking at the seasonings I have here. These are pretty much the seasonings I use in every video. When I realized, hey man, we can save a lot of money. And also, remember, cooking is a science and your kitchen is a laboratory. So experiment, don't be afraid, okay? Make any ingredient, make any recipe yours. All right, you guys? And last but not least, one thing I will say is taste your seasonings, okay? I talked about salt and pepper being the basics of seasoning your food, and I shared with you eating the food itself. So when you fry some chicken, just fry chicken without no bread or anything. Just eat the chicken, just eat the beef. Understand the taste of the natural food that you're eating before you even enhance it. Also, taste the seasonings. That way you know what the seasonings taste like and what to expect. Okay, you guys? So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please hit subscribe and hit that notification bell at the bottom right and hit all. Share this video with at least one of your friends. Let's make it to our next 1,000 Ddins. Into our next food adventure. Peace.